Hello, hello! Welcome back to another video here at JK Amusements. I'm at Jared's place this time. We have a change of scenery for me.
Yeah, I'm here in the video. Kevin's here in my room.
We wanted to talk about the PS5 Showcase reveal trailers and everything that they announced, everything that they revealed, and we're going to talk about our favorite things that we saw and what we hope to see in the future. So the first thing that we're really excited about is Knights of the Old Republic Remake.
Had you ever played the original?
I have.
I have not.
You have never played the original?
It looks gorgeous.
It looks amazing, and I am so excited for it. If you've never played the first Knights of the Old Republic, it's widely regarded as one of the best Star Wars games of all time.
Really?
Yeah.
What generation was it?
It was like, so it was PC. It was originally a PC game, and then they ported it to consoles. I think it was on PS2 and GameCube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Were there multiple?
So it's in the area it's in the era of gaming we grew up in.
I just flew right over the radar. And I'm really excited. This looks incredible.
They made two Knights of the Old Republic games. I think the second one was on PS2. I could be wrong about that. They could have made it to PS3. What's interesting about the KOTOR remake is that we originally thought we were going to get KOTOR 3. We didn't think we were going to get a full-fledged remake of the first game. So I'm just now realizing,
I was like, what the fuck does KOTOR mean?
There you go.
I got it. Don't worry, guys. I got it.
But it's easier than saying Knights of the Old Republic a million times.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm excited about. Are you excited about that?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, never played it, but this gives me a chance to play it in all its modern day graphical glory.
Mm-hmm. I'm really excited about that. Don't expect to see it before 2023 though.
Absolutely not, but that teaser.
I was like, wait, Star Wars?
Yeah.
Cuz even the
Jedi Fallen Orders,
even the voice that was speaking, I was like, this feels like Star Wars. I don't know. I'm really excited for KOTOR remake, and Jared's really excited because it's going to be his
first time I actually get to play it. I love the extended Star Wars universe, so it's give it to me. Next up, something I'm actually really excited for. I don't know about you, Kevin, but Project Eve looks like all of the best things of Final Fantasy 15, but I don't know, because I wasn't the biggest fan of modern Final Fantasy combat. For something about Final Fantasy 15 just didn't click with me, but I feel like what it did right was really showcased in this Project Eve trailer. Even though it's like a cinematic, it looks like it will take the good parts of Final Fantasy as a franchise, rather its combat system, and make it that much better. Also, it looks trippy as hell because it's in space with weird parasite aliens and stuff.
It's pretty surprising to me that you say that you're not a fan of modern Final Fantasy combat because it's so similar to Kingdom Hearts.
That's true. That's true. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, it's almost copy and paste.
However, I'm not the biggest fan of Kingdom Hearts 3's combat. Modern Kingdom Hearts combat is not my thing. But
it's very flashy.
Yeah, I'm with it for the story.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with it for the series commitment, because I've grown up loving the franchise of Kingdom Hearts, and just I just wish they would bring drive forms back. Kingdom Hearts 2 was the best combat system of the franchise, and that is the soapbox I will die on.
What's interesting about this, I'm not usually a fan of hack and slash games, but that's what this is, and it actually looks like it's right up my alley.
It looks like it will be fresh enough throughout the game where it doesn't get repetitive. It looks like it will keep combat fresh and exciting.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. So yeah, that's Project Eve. Every game that's been shown at the PS5 showcase, graphically beautiful. Graphically,
oh my god, yeah, it looks incredible.
Nothing compares to what we've seen at that showcase. Next thing I'm actually really excited for, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands is a Borderlands spin-off, and it looks chaotic as hell.
Dungeons and Dragons Borderland.
And I'm just really excited about it. I never thought to put characters from the Borderlands universe and lore and stuff from the Borderlands universe and put it into a medieval setting. That to me is it's so refreshing to see.
Wasn't there a mission in one of the Borderlands games where it was kind of like Dungeons and Dragons?
Maybe. I don't remember which. I haven't played 3. Have you played 3?
I played it a little bit with my friend when he picked it up. I'm not a big fan of the combat and like the looting system in Borderlands.
It's FPS Diablo.
Yeah.
It's FPS Diablo.
But I would much rather have the same guns and like upgrade them throughout the game rather than like searching for specific
But once you go into the game knowing what you're gonna get and expecting that you're gonna have to swap your guns like all the time, then like it's not as bad.
But this looks
really like you would like it, because
it's more heavily fantasy based, but it's also like it's probably going to be faithful to actual Dungeons and Dragons.
That, and it also looks like it has a lot more charm than the regular Borderlands game.
For sure. Yeah. Like it is a lot more.
And that's the biggest thing. Like it has this is a game that has personality. And I'm not saying the other Borderlands games don't have personality, but they get kind of samey after a while. This one feels distinct, and it feels like it has an identity all of its own.
And also, come on, it's got mimics in it.
It's got mimics in it.
It's got chests that are monsters.
I'm very excited about this.
March 25th, 2022.
Now, next we have Forspoken. This was the PS5 Technical Showcase for Unreal Engine 5. Codename Project Atlas, I believe.
Yes.
This looks pretty interesting. I'm not really sure what the game is supposed to be about quite yet.
Neither do I. However, I am very intrigued by the main protagonist. She has such a, like, realistic chemistry of a real person being thrown into an unreal, not engine, an unreal situation, and the reactions in the like from what they gave us in the trailer are really fun. Cause like being a normal person, like being us, if we were transported to another world and we moved shit with our minds, the speech that would come out of our mouth would be, "I just moved that with my fucking mind." Just fucking like air guitar solo, like damn. I'm really excited. The game looks great, but I'm really excited about just hearing more of the protagonist's story, because even just from this trailer, she's so charismatic that I'm like, I want to hear more.
So you're all in, and you think the protagonist like actually has a personality, and it's not.
I really think it's going to be a great like self-discovery story, like something like that. It's like there's gonna be a heavy focus on the actual player rather than like the story of the world.
I disagree. I think the world is the focus here.
Okay.
Because like if you see how much they focused on showing you in the trailer, you'll see that they showed you all different kinds of environments, different traversal methods.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I do see. I do know what you mean, and I do agree. However, I feel like there's going to be some sort of
I think we're both right. I think it's going to be...
Agree to agree.
I think there's going to... The theme of this is going to be focus on the world and her place in it, is what I'm thinking. So I think we're both right on that.
How she comes to have a place in this world.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're both right in that aspect.
All right.
This game looks amazing, like all the stuff you can do, like water bending.
Yeah, water bending and then freezing the splash. Like, oh, it looks so cool.
I love it. We have a release date of spring 2022, or a release window rather, so more on that when it gets closer. Rainbow Six Extraction.
You excited for it?
No.
All right.
Next, we have an announcement for an Alan Wake remaster, which is pretty interesting. Apparently, they're not going to have Duracell batteries in it this time. They're just going full generic batteries, which I actually liked it. I was like, wait, I know that.
Yeah, it is such a wild product placement. It was one of the weirdest ones I've ever seen.
It's like if you know how Call of Duty...
I've never played Alan Wake, and all I knew is Duracell.
You know how Call of Duty sponsors Doritos and Mountain Dew every year?
Yes.
That's like finding Doritos and Mountain Dew like in a game, like as a kill streak or something, or as like a banner. Like
my God.
Like throw a Mountain Dew can at somebody and they die. Like that sounds great. So.
Watching this trailer, I was like, wait, this is when I realized, okay, Alan Wake is not Max Payne, because for some reason I had them like they were just the same thing in my head. Or like they were like switched or something. I would hear one and think of the other. This game looks really cool.
This is
I feel
nice.
like I've slept on this.
I played it 2 years ago, and the reason that I didn't finish it back then was because the graphics I felt were really holding it back and didn't make it an enjoyable experience, because it dipped.
It's past its time type of
like
thing.
on console, like it dipped below 30 frames a second at frequent points.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, so
PC it was better. It was like 60 FPS, but even then the image quality of the game.
Release date October 5th of this year. Oh, it's very soon.
And in other news, it's 2013, and we have another GTA 5 trailer.
This is so cool. I can't wait to play GTA 5 in 2013. Oh! Why is it still here, Kevin?
Rockstar is getting a lot of criticism currently because their fans are saying that they like GTA Online, and that's clearly the only reason that Rockstar is pushing this, because it's such a huge moneymaker for them. But even fans of the diehard fans of the game are like, let
I've been
it rest.
seeing articles that like, okay, we get it. Rockstar, this is the 8th year you've shown GTA 5 in a row. It's the fucking Jimmy Neutron meme.
When it releases, it will actually be almost 9 years since
yeah, because it's going to be into 2022 because they delayed a game that's been out for 8 years.
I don't understand that at all. Like, I know game development is hard, but like, why would you delay?
Like,
why delay a game that?
It's not that you just have the skeleton. You have the skeleton, muscles. You just need to replace the skin.
No, you need Botox. Is what you need. You have the skin. This is Botox injections into a wrinkled old game. That's all it is.
GTA 5.
GTA 5 coming. I don't care. Next thing is Ghostwire Tokyo, and me and Jared are big fans of spooky games.
Yes,
and
it looks so good.
I can't wait for this. It looks like a great horror game.
But also, first of all, like shooting beams out of your hands at Slenderman, awesome. It looks really fanciful, but like it's taking itself seriously, which is not something we see often anymore. Like it looks really good.
I'm going to make an analogy that some people might not like. This looks like what Death Stranding was trying to be.
I'll amend that in saying from the original trailer of Death Stranding, this looks like what we would have gotten.
Mm-hmm.
Besides a walking sim.
Yeah, if we didn't just get a walking simulator, if we actually had like, interesting combat.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to have a very compelling story.
This is a game for me that kind of defies genre. Like horror is the best one I can think to describe
it looks like it's not just going to be like a Ghostbusters, it's our job to fight the ghost. It looks like the main character has found himself in this situation and he's working to get himself out.
Exactly.
And I really am excited for it.
I'm very excited.
I just pump horror into my veins, and I can't get enough.
No release date on Ghostwire Tokyo, but we'll...
Ghostwire Tokyo, no release date yet.
No release date. You had to do that, didn't you?
Absolutely.
Had to do that.
It's in my contract. If I don't make the pun, I lose a year off of my life.
You see, I lose 2 years for every year you gain.
Do you know that I'm gonna die when I'm 33?
Another game.
I want to like this Guardians of the Galaxy game, but something about it just puts me off. I
think the entire time I was watching the trailer, I was just like, this is just another Marvel Avengers with different characters. They almost ripped the combat from it, and but somehow for me, it looks like they made it worse.
I know nothing about Marvel Avengers because I was so disappointed and I know nothing about it that just like from everything I've absorbed, I'm like, wow, this game flopped, and it just put it out of my mind. James Gunn has put the Guardians of the Galaxy in a near and dear place in my heart, and I
feel like they're trying to capitalize off of that reputation that like, oh, this is the same movies that James Gunn produced.
I wanna like it.
Looks like the combat looks lazy, and it looks like you will get sick of it within the first hour of playing it. And the characters, like the Guardians,
none of them sound like they're taking their lines seriously.
Peter Quill's voice actor is the only one who seems like he's remotely possessive of a personality.
I'd argue maybe even like less, but still even a little was Rocket. I liked some of Rocket's line, but even Peter Quill's voice actor.
The only one I really buy is Groot, and that's because he has one line the entire game. Apparently, it's gonna have some choose your own adventure RPG style elements too.
Yeah, no, it's which I do like those elements
where you can choose dialogue options
in like the vein of like Mass Effect, which is another reason why it's kind of like a Marvel Mass Effect. I'm not gonna buy it. I might buy it on sale, but I'm gonna wait 4 months from launch when it's gonna be free.
We could be wrong. It could be a commercial hit, but like we don't think we're wrong.
It doesn't look like it. October 26th. We'll see what the player reviews are on launch, but I project Deathloop. Game of the year 2021.
It is currently out. I have not played it yet.
Neither have I.
But I need to. I'm still making my way through Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut,
which I need to start.
You need to start. It's so good. Deathloop. I have read reviews and I have seen gameplay of it. It looks amazing, and I wasn't actually a fan. This is surprising to me specifically because I wasn't actually a fan of the Dishonored games when I first played them, but immediately I saw this and I was like, I'm going to love this.
I never beat the first Dishonored, never played the second one. However, I like it's similar gameplay style of like shooting and like your abilities and stuff. Like it's that kind of zany stuff, but I like the setting of it in Deathloop more than like the Victorian era. Mm-hmm. I like that it's kind of in like its own like universe because it's a time loop, so it's all just this like crazy wild ride to try and get yourself out. And just like Forspoken, I am so invested in the main character's story. He's so charismatic. Like when he walks up to the poster and he sees himself as the head of security and he's like, what the damn, I look good. He sounds so funny, so charismatic. I can't wait to hear his dialogue in this game.
I love Arcane Studios as a developer, and it looks like this is like Arcane personified. Like this is everything that they are good at, and it's also like kind of refreshing for a game concept as well, like breaking through that time loop.
Yeah, and like it's kind of like they're writing roguelikes, like the gameplay of roguelikes where you die and you start over, into the actual story, like Returnal as well. It's so cool how it's like written into the actual plot. It seems like such a great genre. Like it's almost they're trailblazing the time loop. Also, Outer Wilds. I just remembered that one too.
Go pick up Deathloop if you haven't already.
Out now. Get it.
Next we have a cute little indie game called Tchia.
Tchia. I'm not quite sure.
I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it looks like it takes heavy inspiration from Breath of the Wild.
I was gonna say like it's like the 3D modeling of Zelda games for sure. I see the influence as well as her like hang gliding on the big leaf.
Right.
Reasons I'm excited. It looks like it's going to have like depth to the actual game, which is like it looks like it starts wholesome and happy, but it looks like it could get very like not like Doom Eternal serious.
Well, we don't know. We don't know.
I don't think it's going to get to Doom's level of violence and gore.
Imagine if it did.
Wow.
If that was just a complete 180.
It's just like this is just 3D Undertale. It looks like it's gonna have serious themes and like an actual like story. Like I've been talking about this whole video, but I'm in him for the story.
In him for the story.
The other thing I'm excited for, you can pet the crab.
You can pet the crab. I promise, it's okay. Pet the crab. We do not have a release date on Tchia, but you can be sure we'll be paying more attention to that.
But we have crab petting.
We have crab
confirmation.
We have crab petting simulator. In other big Sony PlayStation news, Uncharted 4 and Uncharted: A Lost Legacy are coming to PC finally.
I played one of those games. It was actually the first game I played on my PS4, Uncharted 4. Mm-hmm. And I really enjoyed it, even having not played any of the Uncharted games before that point.
I was kind of hoping for like all 5 of the Uncharted games to make it on the PC.
Like the ultimate Nathan Drake collection.
Like they call it the Legacy collection or something like that.
Ooh, that's got such a nice ring to it. The Uncharted
Legacy collection.
Just wait, now that this is on PC, they're probably gonna bring the original trilogy as well.
I don't know about that, but like I'm at least glad we got Uncharted finally on PC. I'm so glad. Like the graphics are gonna look insane.
Yeah,
I can't wait to crank this max everything
to its limits, dude. That mission,
RTX Uncharted, that's coming spring of next year. And in the biggest upset possibly of the year,
Insomniac Games blue-balled us so royally. Our balls were so royal blue, midnight blue. It was Insomniac, and everyone was like, "Oh, Marvel, oh, and then just fucking sheet the
The
Wolverine teaser,
title.
and everyone's like, oh, but
I didn't know we wanted a Wolverine game, but now that it exists, I want it. I want it so badly. Don't expect the Wolverine game. Well, probably my expectation for the Wolverine game is 2024, I would guess.
It's late 21, and it was just like a 30-second teaser.
Mm-hmm. That was entirely pre-rendered. They have
yeah.
They're just in. I think they're still in the initial planning stages right now.
Then, after blue balling us, another trailer, Insomniac Games just pulled the cork out, and it was just ropes. We got the Spider-Man 2 announcement.
I am so excited. Everyone seems to think, myself included, everyone seems to think that in the Spider-Man 2 trailer, it is Kraven the Hunter talking.
He definitely, like, the inflection of, like, his, like, vocabulary, the way he talked, and, like, how he said what he said. I totally buy it. I totally buy it.
And another reason I think that is him is because in the comics, Kraven was famous for trying to hunt Venom. There was sort of a rivalry going on there.
Okay.
But we know what happens to people who step to Venom.
Everyone knew that. Everyone who had played the original Spider-Man from Insomniac knew that Venom was going to be in the second one. And just that reveal, the confirmation, the eyes in the alley. The voice
just
before the eyes.
Candyman. It's Tony Todd, the original Candyman.
It's just everything about that teaser was gorgeous.
I am so excited for it. I can't wait. It's coming out in 2023. We don't have a release date yet. We just know 2023.
And all I'm gonna say on that is take your time.
And finally, the big bad, the big boy, the big boy,
the big E cheese.
The big boy. God of War Ragnarok. Finally got some gameplay footage of it. And what can I say? It's more of the last game, and that's exactly what we want.
That's exactly what we wanted, and it looks Atreus, teenage Atreus. Damn, he's gonna be some. I bet he's gonna be a little angsty in this.
I'm very excited about it. Freya looks like she's on a quest for revenge,
which is what I wanted. Oh, the way the first game ended. Oh. It looks like she's just gonna constantly be just up against you, chasing.
It looks like she's taking the role that Baldur had in the last game, like
honestly,
constantly being on you.
It's so funny because it's her fault.
It is her fault. If you understand the context of the game, you can understand why she did what she did. But like now,
also. Mimir's back.
Mimir's back. I love Mimir.
God, he was one of the driving
underdog of God of War.
Underdog of God of War. He was fantastic.
I'm so excited for this. Apparently, also Cory Barlog, the creative director of the game, said that this is apparently going to wrap up the Norse saga.
Yes, it's going to be a duology rather than a trilogy.
And the reason for that was because apparently each development cycle for each game takes roughly 5 years, so they really don't want a trilogy. God of War.
Since the showcase, we've heard a good deal about this game, whereas we're going to be able to travel to all 9 realms. We get to go to Asgard.
I want to fist fight Odin in Asgard.
Oh my gosh, that fight is going to be glorious. And I have a feeling that we're going to go past the quote-unquote point of no return in Helheim in Ragnarok.
Where Zeus was pictured.
Yes, where we saw Zeus in the storm clouds.
In the 2018 one.
I think we might have an interaction with Zeus.
And also Tyr, like meeting the Norse god of
war.
Oh
my gosh, and then just that reveal where they were like face to face and then Tyr like stands up.
They have his... So the reason he's so tall is because
he's a giant. Yeah.
He is 8 feet and 6 inches tall. But it looks like we're gonna be getting more lore about the giants, which I felt that the first game didn't focus enough on the giants.
Yeah, you had to search for like the murals to learn about the giants, and then Mimir would tell you the story of them and how every single one Thor just like beat them into the ground.
Yeah, but I'm very glad that we're gonna be getting a better look at the giants.
They also released character models on like their social media. I like the Thor.
That's how he is in the actual mythology.
Yeah, I really like it because like the strongest people in the world have like very strong muscles but a thick layer of fat.
Yeah,
like,
because
he like if you look at like I saw a post about like It showed the picture of Thor, but it also showed like the current like strongest men in the world. Guess what? They all look like the Thor. Because
they're training for strength and they're not training for form.
Yes. Like, which I'm really excited for.
I am very excited for this version of Thor, and I'm glad that we finally get to see a red-headed Thor again, like that how it should be. But yeah, that is everything we're excited about that we saw at the PS5 showcase.
Yeah,
and
there was a lot.
There was a lot there.
It was 45 minutes of jaw-dropping reveal.
My favorite game, obviously, is Marvel Spider-Man 2. That's my most anticipated release that we saw at this showcase. What about you?
I'm so torn on which one I'm most excited for, because like I'm so excited about all the information we got on Ragnarok, because when I sat down to stream the 2018 God of War, 2018, I immediately played it to completion because it's
one of those games that you can't put down.
I could not put it down. And I'm so excited for a continuation of the story because, that reveal at the end of the game. I'm not going to spoil it just in case you haven't played it yet, waiting for Ragnarok, but, I think the other one I'm most excited for is Ghostwire Tokyo. It looks
very
beautiful.
It looks like a refreshing take on the horror genre.
Yeah, it looks like a completely original take on the horror genre.
I think the last horror game I truly enjoyed was way back in 2016. It was Outlast 2.
Outlast 2
so that's
was
5
definitely
years at this point.
Yeah, Outlast 2 was a great follow-up to the first one. And I'm really hoping that Ghostwire Tokyo also has its confusing moments where it's like, I wouldn't say it's confusing. It's up to the player's interpretation.
Right.
And so I think that it's like you fill in the blanks by yourself because it gives you enough where you could fill it in different ways, but you decide what happens in your own mind, which I really appreciate that. And I hope that Ghostwire Tokyo has some almost like an ambiguous ending. I think that would be a great way to cap off what we've seen from the trailers as like a game itself.
I'm very excited for everything that we saw about the showcase. And that appears to be it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video and hope you're as excited as us about everything we saw. Leave a comment down below. Share this video so your friends will know what's coming.
Ring that MF bell button. Subscribe. Like. Share. Comment.
Smash! Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Jared, for having me over here.
Thank you, Kevin, for bringing your equipment.
And as always, we'll see you at JK Amusements in the next video.
See ya, suckers! Bye-bye.